you thinking about giving someone a pet as a gift this holiday season? Have you really thought about it? Have you thought it through? If not, we have the perfect person to help you. Here this morning to talk about the holidays and our pets, of course, is Rachael Pridham from Clark's Pet Emporium. So happy to have you back with us.
Oh, it's good to be here.
It's nice to see you. And last week you really gave so much valuable advice, and I highly encourage people who have pets this season to please go to our website and check that link out, because you really have to be mindful of your pets. Now, if you don't have a pet but you want to buy one for someone, lots to consider. So give us some insight for people to understand.
It was actually kind of funny you guys were talking about your favorite holiday movies, because one of mine, which is also a cautionary tale about pets for Christmas, is Gremlins.
Yes! Yes! Little Gizmo!
So, yeah.
That's funny.
So once again, it kind of speaks to the idea that you really want to know what you're getting into when you buy a pet for Christmas. It's so sad to say, but a lot of the animals that wind up being given as gifts on Christmas, they wind up either in shelters or returned or even just abandoned a lot of times. So you really want to make sure that whoever's getting the pet can both afford and also is prepared to take care of the animal.
I think what happens is somebody will think, well, you know what, I'm in a position where I can afford to buy you a dog, so I know you want one, I'm going to buy it. But what they're not thinking of is the pet care. It's about the supplies, it's about the training, it's about veterinarians, it's all these things, and I think that's so essential for people to really recognize. They're also giving a responsibility to somebody. Right,
because, I mean, there's all the bills that go along with it, but also there's daily walks, and you know, you have to make time to be home every day for that dog.
Absolutely.
Yeah, every animal has a set amount of care that's required, and I think it's very important to sit down and talk to the person beforehand and make sure that they're committed to whatever care that animal's going to need.
What would you recommend as maybe a couple questions that you would say, these are the criteria that I would say before I get this person a pet that I need to be sure of? What kind of criteria would you say? Like things like?
Space.
Okay, space.
Space is your number one. If you live in a tiny apartment with no yard, you don't want a huge dog.
Right,
you know? Also, your lifestyle. If you're out of the house a lot, if you like to go on vacations a lot, you know.
Definitely.
Like large birds take a lot of attention.
Really?
They need a lot of attention all the time, so I mean, maybe that wouldn't be the pet for you. Also, you want to consider cost of the overall animal. You know, maybe if you can't afford, you know, huge amounts of vet bills and you know, lots of food and supplies, maybe something smaller like a hamster or something like that.
Okay, so time, space, and money. Those are things. Those are the main, I guess, if we're summing it up. And that's really good advice. And you heard it from the expert. Now let's talk a little bit about, it is the holidays. Let's talk about some pet gifts, because I have a friend, I want to buy gifts for his dog, and I mean, just some of the ideas you can give us, because we need them.
The other thing is, a lot of times if you do want to give somebody a pet as a gift, the best way, the way we suggest, is getting a kit first.
Really?
Get them a kit and get them a gift card. Clark's does offer gift cards in any denomination, and they don't expire. So you can go ahead and get them set up with everything that they would need to take care of it. We have kits for all different sorts of animals.
So now this one would be what, for fish?
Yeah, this would be for fish.
Okay.
This would be a great starter kit. And then you could get them a gift card, so when they set it up, they can come in and pick out whatever they want.
And you guys can kind of guide them through what's in the kit, what you need to know, and all of that when they come into the store? Okay, and there's something you said for each animal, so basically just the essentials?
Yeah, it would be, the essentials. You could get food and whatever that animal's going to need for the next however many months.
Now, what else do we have in this bowl? This is fun.
Yeah, as far as gifts for animals, we have everything from, you know, treats for hamsters.
Okay.
We have all sorts of dog toys. We have a million dog toys.
That's cute. And they're all squeaky.
Yes.
Love it.
We have tons of really healthy dog treats that are great. Stocking stuffers for your dogs.
Oh, sure.
They're really awesome.
Do you recommend their own little stocking so they can get to their stocking?
I think it's fun.
I do too.
I think it's a lot of fun just to set them up with their own thing.
So
but
cute.
yeah,
now,
pretty much that is for a small animal. It's actually a wood chew, so it's very beneficial for their teeth.
Oh, okay.
As well as tons of fun for them to play with it. So.
And all the, what about that bone over there? Any recommendations on bones? Because I know a lot of people want to get their dog's bones and they might need some advice.
Yeah. You definitely want to make sure that it's appropriately sized.
Okay.
You don't want to get something that is too small that could become a choking hazard.
Ah, okay.
And with any sort of rawhide, we do, this is a half of an elk bone, so this is totally edible.
Oh, okay. Good.
But if you are going to get raw hides, we do suggest always supervise the dog, take it away if you're leaving, kind of thing. So, because yeah, it can become a choking hazard.
Okay. Good advice, and I think a gift card is obviously always a good option because then you can take that gift card and you can say, "Hey, Rachel, this is the pet I have. What do you recommend?" Right. And you can kind of go from there. Now, let's also talk about something really special we're doing, which is, of course, the Pet Pick for Perks contest.
Yes.
Tell us how that works.
Yes. Well, we are asking for your pet photos for the holidays that we'll show on the episode on Christmas Eve, right?
On Christmas Eve.
Yeah. And we're having a contest. Clark's is offering gift cards, a $50 gift card for first place, $25 for second, and $15 for third.
Good.
Please just go to casa.com.
Yes, you can go to casa.com. Go to nmstyle@casa.com to submit your photos.
Right.
And we can, of course, link. If you go to casa.com, you'll find the links directly to you guys as well at Clark's Emporium, so you'll be able to see how it works. And what's really cool is that, I walk around New Mexico. Everybody has a dog. There are so many dogs, and there have got to be so many great pictures, and I am really looking forward to those submissions. So please do share those photos and heartwarming stories, because we also want to hear the stories, don't you?
Oh, definitely.
I mean, you probably hear them every day.
Yeah. But there are some really great stories out there.
Yeah, and this is your chance to tell them and to hear about it. And if you're looking for Clark's, of course, there are 2 locations. We've got one on Lomas, west of San Mateo, and the other on Manal, just west of Wantabo.
Right.
Pretty good, and I think a lot of people will be very happy with the ideas you gave them today. So thank you so much. Rachael, Pridham, and the professionals at Clark's are always ready to answer your pet questions. Thank you so much for being here. As always, happy holidays. Yes. And now let's head over to our New Mexico-style kitchen with Kristen.